Dioreo's frozen dough products presents East Utica Now and Then. Figs were one of the earliest cultivated crops, dating back over 11,000 years. When the Italians immigrated to Utica in the late 1800s, they brought this ancient plant with them. The resilient fig tree became a symbol of perseverance in the face of adversity. Pat Corriero tends to a fig tree he planted 40 years ago. He and his East Utica neighbors cherish the sweet figs it bears every fall.
It's an offshoot of a tree my father had. At that time, I rebuilt the greenhouse he had, and his tree was lost, but I made it cut it. Just keep it watered. It's got to be in a warm area, and that's it. Keep it from freezing. It'll survive. I've done nothing to the soil. Apparently, it must be conducive to fig growing. Well, in the wintertime, being that it's in a greenhouse, at that time it was heated. So it would shed all its foliage and then come again in the spring. And it survived the winters on that, under those conditions. I didn't want to destroy it. It's kind of like something carried over from my parents. And at the same time, I derived the pleasure of eating the figs, giving them to my friends, and making jam and drying them. It's a touch of the old country for them. And this is why they like it, because it brings them back to when they lived in Italy as youths. I've had people come in and cradle them like babies, and if you gave them a handful of money, they wouldn't treat it as they did the figs.
Did you know that New York is the second largest apple-producing state in the U.S., growing between 25 and 30 million bushels? 38% of New York State's apples are used for juice and cider. The #1 variety grown in New York? The McIntosh. Well, it's mine.